I just realized that I forgot to change Emily's hat. I feel like I need to find like a Christmassy one somewhere for her. I will work on that before December. Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my December TBR, basically the books that I'm hoping to get around and read this month. December is the busiest month of the year for me every year. This year, I will be attempting to post a video every 2 days. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I will not be able to read as much as I usually do, and it's also the month that I usually post my best worst of the year, and generally I just don't read a ton. I don't know how it's going to be this year because quarantine, but let's see. The first book I'm hoping to read this month is Once Upon a Time in the North by Philip Pullman. This is a short story, part of the Is Dark Materials universe, and I love that first trilogy. So far I have not been enjoying the second trilogy that he has done, but this is part of the old school stuff, which I think should be fun. It's about 2 hours as an audiobook, so I'm, you know, very hopeful I will enjoy it. And you're following the texted balloonist, I can't remember, Lee Scoresby? And basically you learn how he and Johann Birnisson, the talking armored bear, I should say, how they meet. For anyone that doesn't know that series, I feel like this is sounding a bit weird. But yes, I love that universe. It's a fantasy, I guess adult-ish. And yeah, I just want more from this universe because I've been let down by his newest stuff. So I'm hoping to go back and just read the old stuff to see if that actually satisfies my need for more. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy that one. It's very short too. I have a few nonfiction books that I have been meaning to read, and I thought, you know what, December might be the time. Since I don't tend to add them to my best and worst of the year, it's not the end of the world if I end up enjoying them. I tend to do separate videos, like best, you know, nonfiction books. So that's why I am focusing on them this month if I have time. We have Why We Sleep, which is, surprise, surprise, about sleep. Isn't it weird though that we spend like a third of our life doing something and we know basically nothing about it? So I'm curious to just read about what we know about sleep. There's also How to Change Your Mind, which I will put the whole title there. You can see we're hearing more and more about how using things like magic mushrooms could help with depression. So I believe this is a part of the topic of this book, which I think is fascinating, and I've been wanting to read more nonfiction, so let's focus on that in December. I know a lot of people were doing nonfiction in November. I guess I'm late, but I was trying to finish my Goodreads reading challenge, and I'm pre-filming this a little bit, and I'm currently rushing trying to finish as many as possible so I can do that video. But yeah, this wasn't part of it, so we can focus on it in December. A few physical books that I want to read this month. The first one, The Toll, because I started it. I'm not that far into it, but I don't know. I feel like at this point, it should be part of my pile of shame. I have been wanting to read it. I just never get around to doing it. Actually, that's not fully true. To be fair, in November, I wanted to finish this, and I ended up having the Arc of the Burning God, which the last book in the Poppy War series. How could I not focus on that instead, right? So that's why I didn't finish it last month, but maybe in December. Because I'm planning on doing my, you know, best and worst towards the middle to the end of the month, I don't really want to read the books that could become favorites, which I usually pick and choose properly, but I thought it was the perfect time to actually focus on rereading, which I never do. But I read this book early this year and I fell in love so hard with it, but I want to actually reread it. So in December, I think I will attempt to do that. It's pretty short, it's 140 pages. Most of the books in this video are on the shorter side just because my attention span will be definitely very short this month because I will be very busy. But yes, absolutely love this book. If you're looking for an adult sci-fi, it's First Contact with Aliens, but very wholesome and character driven, and I've been raving about it nonstop. I will continue to do so in my end of the year videos. So yeah, if you still haven't picked it up, you need to. One thing that I want to try and focus on more, maybe I should actually add this to my reading challenges for 2021. I'm trying to like start planning them. I tend to forget about my ebooks, which is silly. I have so many books on my Kindle or the Kindle app on my phone, and I just never get around to reading them, or rarely do. I feel like I remember it whenever it's an arc, but everything else I forget about it, which is not good. But I downloaded these 5 short stories from authors, most of them actually I really enjoy, and I wanted to read them. They're all fairly short, so it shouldn't be too much commitment. We're seeing a pattern for this month. So quickly, the 5 of them. The first one is Emergency Skin by N.K. Jemisin. I've been wanting to read more by her. I'm planning on actually reading her latest book. I forgot to mention it in a past video, but it's definitely on my TBR. But yes, Emergency Skin by her. Oh, and by the way, all 5 of them are part of the Ford collection. So the second one is Arc by Veronica Roth, which is the same author as the Divergent series. So maybe she will redeem herself to me. There's The Last Conversation by Paul Tremblay. I did say I wasn't going to read more by him, but I knew I had the ebook of that one, so I will attempt it because they're all very short. So maybe it will be our last conversation, him and I. Last chance. I have Randomized by Andy Weir, which is the same author as The Martian. And again, I love The Martian, was kind of so-so about Artemis. He's actually coming out with another book, I believe June next year, which I will read. But yes, might as well start giving him another chance with that one. Summer Frost by Blake Crouch. Again, I love his newer stuff. His old stuff, not so much, but again, very hopeful I will enjoy that one. I do enjoy, like, I have Dark Matter and then Recursion by him that I absolutely adore. They're part of my, you know, rainbow shelf in here and on display. So last but not least, I thought it would be fun to include a book that is holiday related. I feel like I'm more of a watching holiday related movies, like even the bad ones, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you're just in the mood for them because they're kind of wholesome, and we just need, actually, let's be real, we need some wholesomeness in 2020. But I had been recommended In a Holidays, I'll put it on the screen, because even though it's a romance, technically it is part of my Goodreads reading challenge for next year, but I can read it in advance, it's all good. It had been recommended to me because it has the premise of someone reliving their day over and over again, which I adore that, and I'm trying to read a few more so I can do a video about that topic. And I thought, you know what, even though it's a romance, and I've been told it's not super romance heavy, but I'm okay with it if it is, because holidays. I thought it would be something a little bit different to add to my video. So yes, I'm hoping to read that one also in December, and hopefully it will put me in a spirit. Maybe I should actually decorate. I don't really have decoration and I won't be able to go and shop or anything, but maybe I'll do like last year. I had put some fairy lights on the wall to make a little tree. I sense a vlog coming. I had a few more books in my fall TBR that I could include in this video, but I'm trying to be realistic. I will not do a ton more reading because, again, I will be busy filming and editing every minute of every day. So yeah, I think that's enough, not too much pressure. I also wanted to announce I have hit my updated goal on Goodreads. At the beginning of the year, I had told myself I wanted to read 100 books in a year. That's usually what I do, but with the pandemic, the lockdown, I ended up reducing my goal to 50 because I was in the biggest slump I've ever been. I did hit 50, but I felt like that was kind of too easy, so I put it at 65. And as I'm filming this, I'm at 67, 68. So I've definitely hit that. I might hit 75 just because a lot of these books are on the shorter side, but I don't know if I'm going to change it or not. If I hit 75, I will change it just for my own. Do you do that too? I feel like I'm terrible with this. Just so it looks like I tried harder, because you can't tell that I, originally had 150. It's not important, yet I make it important. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little TBR. Let me in the comment section what books you are planning on reading this month, or if you have read any of these and I should really try and focus on them. Keep an eye out because, like I said, I will be posting a lot of videos. I will be posting every 2 days, and it's going to be on, what is the name in English? Even numbers. So 2, 4, 6. So just so you know, if you have a preference, let me know, because I've been posting them either at like 12 Eastern time, 12 p.m., or sometimes like 4 p.m., again, Eastern time. So let me know if you have a preference, and I will adjust. But yes, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thumbs up, subscribe. I will be putting more on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I will see you in my next one very soon. Bye.